So what's good, you guys? I feel bad, man. I've been slacking. I've been really messing up. I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. I'm sorry. I've been flexing so hard on the gram, you know. I've been posting all these videos and everything and these stories and all that about what I'm doing right here, about this little series I'm trying to do. And it feels good because people hit me up about it. Thank you guys. You guys know who you are. Thank you guys so much. It feels good. I appreciate you. You guys hit me up about it, you know, and I have people genuinely interested and they're like, "Hey man, when's this coming out? Ricky, what's up? Like, when are you putting this out? Send me the link. Shoot me the link. What's up?" And I always say, my response is like, "Next week, bro. They're gonna be out next week. Don't trip. Next week. They're gonna be out next week." Like a liar, you know? I'm lying to them because I don't know that I'm lying. I really thought, like I really told myself, for the past couple of months I've been saying next week, and I really thought it was gonna be next week. But there's a reason behind that, and I'm gonna tell you right now. It's not justified. Like I don't really feel like it's a good excuse, but there's some merit behind it. I had Rob's finish, and those are the ones that I was posting. And hopefully right now, I mean, I'm 100% sure they should be up. It's gonna be Rob's videos. It's gonna be the introduction, like in general of the whole channel, and then it's gonna be this video. So the 3 videos up at this time right now, this one and 2 other ones. And the reason behind that is that I felt like I had Rob's ready, and then I kept telling myself, you know, there's gotta be something more. Like I gotta have some more salsa. I gotta have some more spice on top of this, right? Something else. I'm missing something. I couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm not a creative type. I'm not afraid to admit that. Like I'm not creative, man. I don't have the creative gene in me. Like I'm not like that. And I couldn't figure out what to do, man. I was tripping out. Like, what should I do? What can I put in here? Like, what can I add? And I was showing it to people. Like, what do you think? And nobody's a good critic. Like, unless you guys online, you know, whoever you strangers are going to be like, yo, this sucks. And I'm like, all right, you know, that's a real critic right there. But people I know, they're not legit with that. So everybody's just like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what else can I add onto it, you know? Because, yeah, it's cool. That doesn't help too much. That's not good criticism. So I was telling myself, like, man, I need to do something else. I feel like I need something, because Rob's is really good. I mean, I like it. Like, I'm not saying Rob's is like a really great video, but it's good to me, man. And I really like the content in it. I know that I could do better with everything else besides the content, like editing and filming and a million other things, but I'm learning. And I was trying to figure out what I could do to add, I don't know, a little bit more something to that. And what my mind came to was that Rob's is cool because I identify a lot with Rob's, right? Because Rob's nearly the same age as me. He's only like 2 years older than me, I think. And a lot of stuff that he talks about, a lot of places, I know the places. A lot of music, I know the music. A lot of movies, I know the movies. All that, right? Because we grew up in the same generation. We're the same, you know. A lot of things we're very different in a lot of respects, but I also know the culture that he's coming from, right? Because that's me. I mean, I'm right into the thick of it too. But I felt like something that'd be really cool to add to it would be an opposing one, because this is the launch, man. This is like me launching this entire series, whatever's to come next. This right here is going to be kind of representative of it, right? So I told myself, like, I need 2 videos to launch this. This is going to be it. So I hit up the first person that came to my mind. I hit up the first person that came to my mind, my Theo. You guys know, if you guys know me in real life, you guys know that I'm always talking about my Theo, like a lot. Like that's my big brother, man. Like he's not even my uncle, he's just my brother. And he's a lot older than me. He's too old to be my brother. You guys are gonna see him right now. And he has so many good stories, and there's such, I grew up with him. Like I grew up with him like he was my brother. Like he'd be around a lot, and I got to hear those stories so much. That's my uncle, man. I mean, like I'm tight with him, so I know a lot of the stories that he had. So I knew it was gonna be easy and quick just to jump in there and get so many good stories, because I know so many of them, like by heart, pretty much, right? So it turned out really well, I think. I mean, this is right now what I'm gonna give you is basically the first 10, 14 minutes of it or something like that, because I don't want to post the entire thing. I feel like it was too long to post in one section. And again, I told you guys this, that I'm trying to do it in parts and just like post subsequent parts as time goes on. So with this one, it's just the first parts of him talking about basically from growing up in Calexico for a little bit, moving, and then going to high school, and then it ends kind of abrupt, I'm not gonna lie. It ends with him talking about smoking weed in the 60s, the stigma behind smoking in the 60s and all that, right? The stigma behind stoners and hippies and all that. And I thought it was really cool, because it's the idea that this is stuff that's so alien to me. It's so unknown. Like I don't understand it, right? Because if you grew up at the same time that I grew up in, like right now, if you guys are younger guys like me, then you know that it's different, man. I mean, like we can get even something like that, something like the weed conversation. I mean, I can get, I don't smoke, but if I wanted to, I could, right? Like that. It's easy as going into the liquor store and getting a beer, pretty much, right? I don't drink either, but it's something that's so easy to go and access. And that's not the way that they grew up with it back then, you know? It's like completely different. The ideas, the way that we see people who smoke, you know, it's kind of not like an evil thing anymore. And back then there was a lot of like oh, that's bad, you know, like they're gonna turn into a heroin addict or something like that. And in short, I'm really having trouble trying to explain this, but I guess the idea of the whole thing was just the fact that you can have two different people who grew up in the same place, but because time was the only thing separating us, we grew up with different mentalities, different ideas, different cultures almost nearly, right? Different everything. It's crazy. And that's what I really liked about it. And that's what I really wanted to push to you guys when I launched this, was the fact that time is crazy, man. I mean, time makes a world of a difference even if you're in the same place, and it's ridiculous. So that's what I wanted to push. I wanted to have Rob's, which is what is already going to be on the channel, and then I want to have my uncle's, which you're going to be able to see right now and check it out, and that's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, man. I appreciate it. Like, you guys are number one. Thank you so much. I know that this isn't much. I know that this video could have been a lot better, and there's a lot of things even now that I watch it and I see, I'm like, man, I could have fixed this, I could have done that, I didn't know about this, like the frames, like for example, this is filmed in the wrong frame rate. I didn't know that until afterwards, because I don't know like cameras and stuff, right? I was tripping out when I was trying to edit it, like, wow, man, you know, and it's a struggle. And I'm like watching a lot of videos and reading a lot of tutorials and stuff, and I know that things can be better. But like I said, this main focus on this channel is content. Like, I really push the content is the most important part. It's the stories that aren't going to be around 10, 20 years from now, right? It's the stories that maybe we'll forget later on. Even younger guys like me, I mean, we'll forget about things that I'm talking about. And it's really cool to see. So again, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this one. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. You already know what's up. Thank you guys.
Charles Gray. I was born in Calexico, California. I'm a lifelong resident of Imperial County. I'm 67 years old. I'm going to tell you about the good old days. I went to first to fourth grade in Rockwood Plaza. I went to fifth and sixth grade in Annex, which is now the San Diego State College. And I went to seventh and eighth grade in De Anza Junior High.
Do you have any memories of growing up there in Calexico?
Yeah, just being a little kid. I remember going to eat lunch at Owens Drive-In. 30 cents I paid for lunch. I had a hamburger and a big root beer like this for a nickel.
The big price difference, huh?
Oh yeah, and a big hamburger like that too, man. Filled you up.
What'd you guys do for fun when you were little?
Fun, played baseball, went to the park, mostly hung out at the park, man. We lived right next to the park.
Where'd you live, do you remember?
Yeah, we lived on Roosevelt. That was on, that would be the west side of town, on the outskirts of town. That's all we did, man. We stayed outside and played all day. Nobody ever stayed inside the house. We didn't have no video games, or any of that crap, you know. We made our own skateboards out of regular skates, and made our own little cars to drive and shit. That's about it. We just stayed outside all the time.
Pretty hands. You guys make a lot of stuff for yourself?
Yeah,
a lot of toys?
Yeah, we didn't have no toys. You had to make your own, yeah.
So you guys played a lot of sports when you were growing up?
Yeah, we played a lot of sports. I played in baseball one season. I had the second highest batting average in Imperial County. I played for the Blackman Plumbing. Blackman Plumbing, yeah. That was my team.
The businesses would sponsor teams or what?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was, I guess 10, 11, I don't know. Then I won the Ford punt pass kick contest when I was 9. You kick the ball, you punt it, and you throw it. Ford used to do that every year, man.
At the dealership down here?
Yeah.
So they would do a lot of that? Like a lot of competitions, a lot of play?
Yeah, every year we'd go there and do it. The whole town would do it, you know. Kids that young and shit. Yeah.
You guys used to fight a lot back then?
Oh, yeah, all the time, man.
I remember you told me a story about something happened to you when you were younger in Calexico, huh?
Oh, yeah, when I wear the shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We used to wear the big blue shorts.
How old were you for this?
I was about, I guess, 8. I wasn't very old, man. 8 or 9.
And you were living in Calexico where?
Yeah, I was living in Calexico in a trailer. And I went outside to play, and I was wearing them goddamn shorts, and these guys were in the alley lined up against the wall, man, up on the fence. And they were making fun of me, you know, whistling at me and shit. So I went back in the house. I was crying, all pissed off. And my mom told me, what's the matter with you, man? I said, them guys out there making fun of me wearing these goddamn sissy-ass shorts, you know. So she said, let's go outside. We went outside, and she goes to the guy sitting on the fence, anybody got a problem with my son? Come on down, man. And this guy, 14 years old, came off the fence, and he wanted to fight me. And we started fighting, and he started kicking my ass, man. I remember it hitting me, and I was looking up. I could see lights. I seen the deer right there. I bit that motherfucker. I held on to it, and he was crying and screaming. I wouldn't let go, man. My mom came out, and his mother came out, and they told me to let him go. I wouldn't let him go, man. Finally, I let him go, and the deer was just hanging, man. But when they left, they were visiting some people there at a house there, and when they left, they're all, you know, all buddies. Fucking, they were afraid of me. I would eat the motherfuckers up, man. Good old days. I never wore those shorts again. Then see what else happened there in Calexico. That's about it, man. We just played outside a lot. And fucking, I left there when I was, 12 or 13. So I don't know what they did when they were older, what the kids did, you know.
So then you moved to El Centro?
Yeah, we moved to El Centro. Yeah, beautiful town of El Centro. We moved to the Red Star Motel. That's on going towards Hopeville. And it was a really rinky-dink motel, man. And it was all blacks. They were there for the watermelon season. You know, we were the only family in there that wasn't black. And I remember this black guy bought ice creams, and he told my brother Ricky, he said, hey, give this to your sister. And my dad got all pissed off, went over there. We were going to beat him up and shit, and that was a trip, man. Well, they didn't fight, but we were going to, man. He took me with him to back him up, you know. I must have been, 12 years old or something, 13. Yeah. Let's see, what else happened there? And that's about it, and that part of it. Oh, yeah, we moved to El Centro down to the Adams and the Birchery. We had a house there, and it had a big tin roof on it. We paid $30 a month for it. It was like a 4-bedroom, and my dad said that was too much money, man. So we had to move. I'll never forget that. It was a nice house, man. I really liked that. That's where I went to high school, in that house. Let's see what else happened there. Just want to give you notes. Okay, we got. Used to drive the car to school. I had a 57 Ford. I drove it to school. I was going to continuation. I was 14. And I came home one day, and my mother told me, you can't stay here no more, son. I said, why? Hey, Dad, I don't want you here no more. So I had to leave, you know. Where the fuck was I going to go at 14, man? Yeah, I drove a little street sweeper for Sears every morning at 4:30. I'd drive that, and then that's how I paid my rent and shit. I paid $35 a week.
And Sears used to be
right there where Imagine School's at.
So like by the public library now?
Yeah, that was Sears. Imagine School was, and they had a was it? I can't remember the name of the store, but it was like there's another store at the end. I did that whole parking lot every morning. I'd drive that little sweep sweeper and clean the parking lot, man.
And then you were living.
I was living in a place right across the street from Adams Park. It's an old building, an old fucking wood building, and I hated that place, man. But that's the only place. They rented it to me, you know, a little kid. They rented it. They didn't give a shit. Wanted the money, man. I remember you could hear them winos and old bastards in the morning, you know, spitting and pissing and coughing. So I was afraid to go in the bathroom, man. Them grown adults, you know. So I pissed out the window and shit. I'll never forget that, man.
You were 14 for that?
Yeah, when the cops come over and got me out of there, and told me I couldn't stay there, you know. And I remember my dad saying, well, I don't know why he left, you know. Fucking dick threw me out, man. You prick, man. Let's see. That's all that. And then I'll go to another one here.
So what did you guys do in high school for fun? What was the big thing that you guys would do on Friday nights?
Cruise Main Street, hung out at Baker Burgers, and just cruise Main Street. And
what was Baker's Burger?
It was a hamburger place right next to Jack in the Box, right in where Food for Less and all that is. But it was up more towards the street.
You mean the one on Fourth? Not the one on Fourth. The one on Imperial Avenue.
Imperial Avenue and Adams, yeah.
So by Vaughn's.
By Vaughn's, yeah.
Not Food for
but
Less,
up in front,
yeah.
Not in the back, yeah. Not in Bonds. It was more where
the
dollar store's at.
Okay.
But upwards, and right next to it was Jack in the Box. I remember watching that being built, you know. I remember they had a big Jack in the Box face, and you had to go talking to Jack in the Box face, and you tell me I would like a Coke. They say, Jack Cola, you know.
Because they sold their own sodas, right?
Yeah, they sold their own sodas.
It wasn't Coke, huh?
Yeah, nobody ever thought they'd make it, man. But look at them now, man.
So you guys would cruise from Baker's to...
Yeah, we just down Main Street. We go from Baker's, straight down Imperial Avenue, then make a left on Main Street, go all the way down Main Street, and turn by Foster Freeze right there on 4th Street, go through the alley, and come back, come around, come back, go back to Baker's again.
So it's a popular thing to cruise around on.
Everybody cruised, yeah. And we'd race up down Main Street. Yeah, that's all we did, man. Go to the motor view, we take our girlfriends to the motor view.
What kind of cars did you guys drive?
I had a 55 Chevy in those days. I had it painted canary yellow, and I had it jacked up like this, had slicks on it, didn't have a front bumper on it. Looked bad and shit, man.
So it's pretty popular to customize
That's the
your
car
cars.
to have in high school, was a 55 Chevy, 56 Chevy, 57 Chevy, you know. Those were the most popular ones. I had a nice 55, man. My dad sold it when I went in the Marine Corps.
So hanging out at Baker's or Foster's, was there different people at different places? Or?
Oh yeah, all the socialites played football and shit, hung out at Foster Freeze, and all the other people hung out, the hippies and gangsters and all that bullshit. Lowriders hung out at the Baker's.
So Foster Freeze being the same one that just closed down on 4th Street?
Yeah, we closed down.
What else did you guys do in high school?
Just went out at keg parties, got, out in the country. And
you guys drank a lot?
Drank a lot, yeah. Cops used to just pour your beer out and send you home, Not like now, they put you in jail.
Like you guys get caught drinking and driving a lot, huh?
Yeah, once in a while.
And they wouldn't do anything for that?
Sometimes it was who the cop was, but usually they let you go or poured your beer out or, sent you home or whatever.
I remember you said that they had a bull or something like that.
And Heaver. Yeah, they had a big old Texas horn, longhorn steer, and it had a buffalo. We used to go over there, park by the Heaver and watch them, They're strange looking.
And that was like a thing everybody would do?
Yeah, nothing else to do, man. And go swimming too. In the canals, we go swimming a lot in the canals. I remember me and Ricky and Richard, what was that canal? On the Birchview Road, there was a canal with a rope on it. And we had these old girl bikes, real ugly son of a bitches, man. And we were cruising up on the ditch bank, and we were going to play on the rope, and this car came. There was some guys from Hopeville with girls and our age, drinking beer and shit, and they gave me a beer. And I got in a fight with one of the guys there and kicked his ass. I remember that. And we left on our bicycles.
Your little girl bike?
Yeah, girl bike. Man, it was embarrassing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was long. Yeah, let's see what else. That's all we did, man.
So you guys did a lot of the drive-in. That was a
yeah,
thing.
that's the number one thing you date was a drive-in, And I usually got lucky there. I used to be the only one in the whole parking lot. I'd wipe the window off, look out there. I'd be the only one out there, man. Oh, I gotta take this chick home, man.
What about you guys had a bowling alley too, right?
Yeah, we had a bowling alley, a big bowling alley. That was right there by where the High Patrol's at, where the theater's at.
Okay.
That was a bowling alley. It burned down or something.
So you guys drank a lot in high school?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you guys smoke a lot in high school? You guys smoked weed back then?
Right before when the military started smoking weed, hippies and shit. Yeah,
But
I didn't.
You didn't? Why not?
No, because I didn't like hippies, man. I didn't like the long-haired motherfuckers.
So that was one of the big, I guess, groups. You guys really had hippies growing up.
Yeah, we had regular hippies, man. I liked the girls. They were free love and all that shit, man. Yeah.
And what about the stigma behind smoking weed? Do you think there was?
Oh yeah, we had a cousin in our family named Eddie. Big fat guy with a big beard. He's a hippie, and we were all afraid of him because he smoked weed. Like he was a devil or something, man. He was a good dude.
Did it make you guys kind of scared?
Oh yeah, we were afraid of him, man. Yeah, because he smoked weed and shit. He didn't hide it either. He was the only hippie in our family.
Would the teachers and all that, would they tell you that would be, would they tell you that it's bad to smoke weed?
Yeah, we seen this movie where the guy's playing the piano, he's smoking weed, and he goes all crazy, rape somebody or something, yeah. That's what we thought we would do to you.
So they teach you it's something bad?
Yeah, bad, yeah.